Welcome everybody. In this video, we're gonna we're gonna find the surface formed by revolving the portion in the first quadrant of the graph given by this equation by y between 0 and 8 about the y-axis. So the surface area about the y-axis is given by this formula: 2 pi integral from a to b of x times the square of 1 plus dx dy squared dx. So we need to find the expression for dx dy. So x to the power 1 to the power 2 third plus y to the power 2 third equals 4. Drawing both sides with regard to x gives us 2 third x to the power 2 third minus 1 plus 2 third y to the power 2 third minus 1 dy dx equals 0. So 2 third minus 1 is 1 minus 1 third, same thing for y equals 0, which gives us the formula right here for dy dx, which is equal to negative y to the power 1 third over x to the power 1 third. Squaring both sides gives us dy dx squared, which is equal to y to the power 2 third over x to the power 2 third. We recognize this expression of y to the power 2 third. You know that from equation 1, you can derive y to the power 2 third, which is equal to 4 minus x to the power 2 third. Having that, you can replace y to the power 2 third by 4 minus x to the power 2 third, which gives us an expression for dy dx squared, which is equal to 4 minus x to the power 2 third over x to the power 2 third, which is the same thing as 4 over x to the power 2 third minus 1. So the surface area will be equal to 2 pi integral from a to b of x times square root of 1 plus 4 over x to the power 2 third minus 1. The 2 1 cancel out. So it's the same thing as 2 pi integral from a to b of x times square root of 4 over x to the power 2 third. But we need to find the bounds of integration a and b. But we were given that y is between 0 and 8. So we need to find the corresponding x coordinates. So y equals 0 gives us, according to equation 1, again, equation 1, plug in y equals 0, gives us x to the power 2 thirds equals 4, which is the same thing as x equals 8. Same thing for y equals 8. This means that x to the power 2 third plus 8 to the power 2 third equals 4. This means x equals 0. Plus 8 to the power 2 third is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. Now that we have the bounds of integration, we can proceed in finding the surface area. So s equals 2 pi and the integral from 0 to 8 of x times the square of 4 over x to the power 2 third dx. So this square is equal to 2 over the square of x to the power 2 third, which gives us s equals 2 pi the square of from 0 to 8 of x times 2 over x to the power 2 third times 1 half. So the square root is the same thing as power 1 half. And since x has a power 2 third, you just multiply it by 1 half. It is the same thing as putting the square root. So s is equal to 2 pi integral from 0 to 8 of x times 2 over x to the power 1 third dx, which is the same thing as this. So x will be equal to 2 pi integral from 0 to 8 of 2 times x to the power 2 third, because x over x to the power 1 third is the same thing as x to the power 3 third minus 1 third, which is x to the power 2 third, which is explained right now. So we will have that s is equal to 2 pi, the integral from 0 to 8 of 2 times x to the power 2 third dx, which is the same thing as 4 pi. So let's multiply these two divided with 4 pi, integral from 0 to 8 of the derivative of 3 fifths x to the power 5 third dx. So this is the primitive of this function right here. So x is equal to 4 pi square brackets 4 pi square brackets 0 from 0 to 8 of this entire derivative, which is the same thing as 4 pi multiplied by 3 fifths times 8, the double bound to the power of 5 third minus 3 fifths times 0 to the power of 5 third, which is 0. So s is equal to 4 pi minus 3 fifths times 2 to the power 3, because 8 is 2 to the power 3, times 1 third times 5, because 5 third is the same thing as 5 times 1 third. So this 2 3 cancels out, which leads us to this formula for s. So s is equal to 12 pi over 5 times 2 to the power 5, which is the same thing as 384 pi over 5. So the one surface area is 384 pi over 5. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video.